Ano pa? Nagkaroon ng lindol. Nasunugan ka ng bahay. Ayan, those are all calamities. Expected, non-expected. Calamity, that is your adventitious crisis. Ano naman yung maturational? These are all your unexpected. Okay? These are all your unexpected. Okay. Maturational, expected naman. Situational, unexpected. Adventitious, there is catastrophe. Maturational, it is expected. For example, nag-menopause ka. Okay. Nag-menopause ka, nawala yung kakayahan mong magbuntis. Will that cause crisis? Pwede. Maturational crisis. Kinasal ka. Pwede bang mag-cause ng crisis? Pwede rin. Bakit? Nung kinasal ka, nawala yung kalayaan mo. Pero expected ba na magpapakasal ka? Yes. Maturational crisis. Okay? Wait lang, may nagtanong kanina. Sir, ano yung ibig sabihin ng crisis? What is crisis? When coping mechanisms are proven ineffective. In short, you are not able to cope with your present situation. That will cause you now to experience crisis. Again, crisis is when coping mechanisms are proven ineffective. Okay? Sige. So this type of crisis which situational, adventitious, and maturational. Okay, sige. Priority assessment, nurses. Okay, sige. For the priority assessment, wait lang ha, may nagtatanong po tayo. Sir, pag normal person ba, di rin po ba applicable gamitin ang non-therapeutic communication if you want to be positive? Okay, yung question ni Sir Stephen. Hi Sir Stephen. Okay, nice question Sir Stephen. Therapeutic communication, nurses, that would always be case-to-case basis. But in psychiatry, nurses, again, we need to follow kung ano yung mga standard therapeutic communication techniques natin since our patient are psychologically ill. But if the patient is normal, for example, kausap mo lang yung kaibigan mo, okay, that would always be case-to-case basis. Why? Yung ibang kaibigan mo, hindi mo alam kung paano sila mag-cope, or magkakaiba yung coping mechanism, or magkakaiba yung reaction ng mga kaibigan mo sa kanilang mga problema. Some of your friends, pag sinabihan, kaya mo yan, natutulungan sila, nabubush yung morality nila. Pero some of your friends naman, pag sinabihan mong kaya mo yan, baka lalo silang mag-down. Why? They are weak. Okay, so again, the use of your therapeutic communication skill for normal people, that would be a case-to-case basis. Remember, different person have different perspective in life. Okay? Sige, so but again, for psychiatric patients, we need to stick with the standard therapeutic communication. Okay, wait. May mga tanong pa. Sometimes mas pressured. Oo, tama. Clear, Bianca. Okay, sige. Sige. Priority assessment, nurses. Sabi natin kanina, magkakaiba ang reaction ng tao sa magkakaibang problema. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, for example, ako, nawalan ako ng aso. Pwede ba akong magkaroon ng crisis? Hindi. Kasi aso lang yon para sa akin. Pero for example, yung friend ko, nawalan siya ng aso. Pwede ba siyang magkaroon ng crisis? Pwede. Bakit? Dahil para sa kanya, sobrang importante ng kanyang aso. Naghihatad niyo yung situation. Ako, nawalan ako ng aso, pwedeng hindi ako magkaroon ng crisis. Kasi para sa akin, aso lang yon. Pero yung kaibigan ko na walan ng aso, pwede po siyang magkaroon ng crisis. Pwede. Bakit? Pwedeng para sa kanya, yung asong yon ay kapamilya niya, kapatid niya. Yes or no? Yes. So, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, lahat tayo may different reaction to certain events na nangyayari sa atin. So, priority assessment in crisis intervention, always, nurses, is to ask the perception of the patient regarding the event. Again, priority assessment, nurses, in crisis intervention, that is to ask the perception of the patient to the event. Okay, hindi porket nawalan ng Okay, for example, hindi porket nawalan ng family member or namatayan ng family member yung friend mo, may crisis na siya. Okay? Kasi pwedeng malakas yung kanyang coping mechanism. Sabi natin kanina, how will we define crisis? Crisis is when coping mechanisms are proven ineffective. Okay. Duration of crisis, nurses, that is 4 to 6 weeks. However, it is self-limiting. Again, that is 4 to 6 weeks. However, it is self-limiting. Okay. Lang, may nagkatanong. Crisis may lead to depression, yes. Goal, nurses, is to help the client now develop coping mechanism. But what is the focus, nurses? That is here and now. Okay? What is the focus? That is here and now. Kung ano yung problema ngayon ng patient mo, yun ang focus natin. For example, anong nangyayari sa atin ngayon? Madaming nawalan ng trabaho. Yes or no? Yes. Pwede bang magkaroon ng crisis ngayon? Yes or no? Yes. Bakit? Nawalan sila ng trabaho, nawalan sila ng kita, nawalan sila ng pangkain. If a person is in crisis now because they were unable to cope with the present situation now na naka-lockdown, pwede bang magkaroon ng crisis? Yes. Ano ang problema mo ngayon? Here and now. Ano ang problema ng patient ngayon? Walang makain, walang pera. So, dyan ka ngayon mag-focus ng intervention. Okay. Huwag kang mag-focus in the future. Don't ask the patient, what are your plans pagkatapos ng lockdown? Anong trabaho ang papasukin mo after ng lockdown? Again, don't focus on those future scenarios. You focus here and now for crisis intervention. Okay po tayo? Alright, and let's approach, nurses, of course, that is your holistic approach. You are going to accept the patient as a whole. Okay, sige. Sagutan natin yung tanong natin, nurses, about crisis intervention. Okay. Ang sagot. A female client came to the crisis center for assistance after recently being involved in a highway accident that killed 3 of her colleagues. Okay, so the client is anxious, complains of headache, and admitted to have taken her 2 3-milligram tablets of Aprazolam Xanax before bringing herself to the facility. Which intervention would take priority during the psychiatric crisis? Okay, question priority. Sabi natin kanina, nurses, magkakaiba ang reaction ng tao sa different events. Yes or no? Yes. Anong priority natin? To ask the perception of the patient to the event. Okay, A. Ask the patient perception of the client regarding the accident. Sige, let's leave number 1. Number 2. Monitor vital signs and note for any signs of central nervous system. May sumagot din po kanina. Ask the client about how she coped thus far and explore previous coping skills. Eliminate na natin agad ito. Bakit? Previous coping skills and how she cope. Agad, nandun ka nga to help the client cope. Yes or no? Yes. So, eliminate number 3. Determine presence of support mechanism and discuss alternative coping strategies with the client. Okay. This is also correct. Okay. Determine presence of support mechanism. That is also a priority in crisis intervention. However, nurses, if you are going to check read the question, anong sabi natin kanina? Wait lang. Sir, kailan po yung i-rule out na psychiatric needs before psychological? Okay, sige. Yung tanong mo, ma'am, nandito na po tayo. Sabi natin, has taken 3 tablets of Aprazolam. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, is it anxiolytics? Yes. Will that cause nervous system depression? Yes. Anong sabi natin kanina? Anong sabi natin sa mga review natin? Anong mauna? Physiologic or psychosocial? Is still physiologic. Okay ba tayo? Alright, so for this questioner says, this is a trick question. Sabi natin, pag psychiatry, anong priority mo? To ask the perception of the client regarding the accident. Pero in the choices, nurses, merong nakasingit dyan na physiologic. Yes or no? Yes, that is your vital signs and signs of central nervous system depression. Nurses, correct answer for this question would still be number 2. Okay? Monitor vital signs and note for any signs of central nervous system. Okay? Correct answer is number 2. Pero pag tinanggal mo yung number 2 sa choices, the best answer would be number 1. But because my number 2 sa choice, all about physiologic, this would be the best answer. Again, the best answer is monitor vital signs and signs of central nervous system depression. Okay po tayo? Okay. Sabi ni Gwyneth. Okay? Ayan. Sige, diretso tayo. Okay, question number 6. Sige. Okay. So, kumusta po kayo dyan, nurses? Tama pala una, haha. Okay, Nico, Jane, sige. So, sige. Before we proceed to your question number 6, ayan. I know how you feel. Bored na kayo sa bahay. Non-therapeutic pa ako, di ba? I understand how you feel. You're bored at home, yes or no? Yes. Okay, so you may express your feelings. Okay. Tell me more how you feel. Okay, sige. I-chat mo na, i-shout out mo na kung gaano ka bore. Anong nafe-feel mo ngayon? Ayan. May crisis ba kayo ngayon? Ayan. May mga gusto ba kayong sabihin sa mga classmate nyo na hindi nyo masabi? Baka nakikinig din sila. I-type nyo na dyan, baka mabasa niya. Baka mabasa rin ni Crush kung anong gusto mong sabihin. I-chat mo na din dyan. Ayan, okay? Ayan, just to lighten up, sige. Ayan, inom lang ako saglit, ha? Okay, sige, I'm back. Ayan. Sir, hawig niyo pala si Sanjo Marudo. Wow. Hindi ikaw na si Bea Alonzo. Joken, fantastic sir. Pa-shoutout po ng crush niyo po si Jojen Garcia. Hoy, quiet. How to? Hindi tayo pwede. Sir, nagstay na ako na matagal dito sa bahay. Sa'yo na lang hindi. Haha. Karen, hindi tayo pwede, hindi tayo bagay. Pinagtagpo pero di tinadhana. Here and now lecture nyo na sir, hindi boring. Haha ate. I'm so grateful po na may ganitong pakanapotong top rank. Salamat po sa mga magagaling na reviewers. Kaya kahit hindi po top rank, okay sir, hawig nyo si Vico Soto. Wow. Mayor, sana all bumabalik chore. Jojen, nasan ka na? Kumusta ka na? Sir, parang lugi kami sa outfit mo. Ikaw ang gusto ng girls. Wow. Sige. Hi girls. Ayan. Loko-loko. Sige. Ayan. Sige. Let's go to your question number 6, nurses. Okay? Ayan. Okay. Sigmund Freud believed that a person uses ego defense mechanisms to cope with emotionally painful thoughts or feelings. Ayan. Ito na si Sigmund Freud. Textmate mo. Sublimation is best exemplified in which of the following situations? Okay, number one. Number one. A man who unconsciously wishes his mother were dead continuously tells his staff that his mother is wonderful. Number two. A female patient who is depressed tells the nurse that she is not yet ready to talk about her recent divorce. Number three. A former perpetrator of incest who fears relapse forms a local chapter of Sex Addict Anonymous. Or number four, a promiscuous wife accuses her husband of having an affair. Okay, that is your question number 6. Okay, so please key in your answers. Sublimation, sublimation. Yan, sige. Basahin niyo muna. Okay, Sir Stephen Paul, sana makasama ko na siya after this COVID. Sana rin po. Good luck. Ayan. Sir, bet ka ng mga bilachi? Ano yung bilachi? Okay, sige. Sagutan na natin, nurses, ha? Sagutan na natin. Okay, sige. Ayan. Let's have a short review of your ego defense mechanism. Okay, let's have a short review of your ego defense mechanism. Okay, sige. For your ego defense mechanism, nurses, sabi natin, we have your id and we have your super ego. Yes or no? Yes, we have your id and we have your super ego. Ano yung id natin? This is the component of the mind that is pleasure seeker. Okay, ano naman yung super ego mo? This is your more on your morality and conscience. Kailangan bang mag-balance si id tsaka si super ego? Yes or no? Sino nagbabalance? Si ego. However, in some cases, okay, for example, id, ayan. Okay, may gusto kang gawin. Gusto mong mag-cheat sa examination. Yun yung sinasabi ng id. Pero nung sabi ni super ego, huwag kang mag-cheat sa examination kasi masama yan. Kailangan bang mabalance yan? Yes or no? That is your ego. That is you. Yourself now. That is your reality. But sometimes your ego cannot balance your id and your super ego. That is why nagkakaroon po tayo ng ego defense mechanism. Okay? That is why nagkakaroon po tayo ng ego defense mechanism. Again, bakit tayo gumagamit ng ego defense mechanism? Si id at saka si super ego, hindi mabalance ni ego, kaya gumagamit tayo ng ego defense mechanism. Okay? Sige. Now, let's have a short or quick review about your ego defense mechanism. So, okay, we have your denial. Alam nyo na yan, denial. That is the most primitive defense mechanism. From the word itself, deny. Okay, so alam nyo na yan. Ayan, most primitive ego defense mechanism. No, it's not true. Denial. Okay. Now, ano ang pagkakaiba ng introjection, projection, at displacement, nurses? Ano ang pagkakaiba ng introjection, projection, and displacement? Introjection is blaming self. Again, introjection, intro. That is your blaming self. Ano naman po yung projection? That is blaming others. Ano naman yung displacement? That is blaming others with action. Okay? So, intro is blaming self. Kasalanan ko kaya nawala yung tiwala sa akin ng boyfriend ko. That is introjection. Ano naman yung projection? Kasalanan mo lahat ng to dahil sa mga kalokohan mo, nawalan ako ng tiwala sa'yo. That is your projection. Ano naman kung hindi ka nagloko, sana hindi din ako magloloko ngayon. That is your projection. Ano naman yung displacement mo? With action. Displacement with action. Ano naman yon? Hindi ka mo mapagalitan yung boyfriend mo, hindi mo mapagalitan yung anak mo, mang may tamaan na pusa, bigla mong sinita yung pusa. Ibig sabihin yung galit mo, naibaling mo sa pusa. That is why your displacement is also called, nurses, as your kick the cat phenomenon. Again, your displacement is also called as your kick the cat phenomenon. So introjection, blaming self. projection, blaming others, displacement, blaming others with action. Okay, ano naman yung splitting nurses? Splitting. Split. Meron tayong good side and meron tayong dark side. Yes or no? Yes. This group is good, this group is bad. Sinong gumagamit nito? For example, nag-away kayo ng jowa mo. Yes or no? Yes. Dahil yung jowa mo ngayon, para sa'yo, hindi siya worth it na maging jowa mo, maghahanap ka ng ibang tao. Yes or no? Yes. Bakit? Yung ibang lalaki, mabait. Yung ibang lalaki, hindi mabait. Okay, is that splitting? Yes or no? Yes. Hinahati mo yung isang group. This group are good, this group are bad. So you are going to move away from the bad group. Pupunta ka ngayon kung saan ka mas sasaya. Yes or no? Yes, that is your splitting. That is your black and white. Okay, we have your suppression and we have your repression. Anong pagkakaiba ng suppression at repression, nurses? Okay. Pag sinabi mong suppression, nurses, that is conscious forgetting. Again, suppression, that is conscious forgetting. Suppression, that is conscious forgetting. Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung nangyari. Ayokong pag-usapan yung ex ko. That is suppression. What is repression naman? Unconscious forgetting. Okay. Suppression, conscious forgetting, repression, unconscious forgetting. For example, yung ex mo 10 years ago, hiniwalayan ka, yes or no? Yes. After 10 years, hindi mo na siya maalala, hindi mo maalala ang kanyang mga pangalan, hindi mo maalala ang kanyang mga ginawa sa'yo. That is repression. Or nung bata ka, sorry for the example, nung bata ka, you were raped by someone, paglaki mo, hindi mo na maalala yung nangyari sa'yo, that is your repression. Ego defense mechanism. Ano naman yung dissociation, nurses? Hinihiwalay mo yung emotion mo sa nangyayari. Dissociation, hinihiwalay mo yung emotions mo sa nangyayari. For example, you are going to take your examination. Board examination. Okay. May stress ba? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Anong sabi ngayon sa sarili mo? Sinabi mo sa sarili mo? Bahala na. Kung papasa, papasa. Kung hindi, hindi. Ganun talaga ang buhay. Okay. Acting like you don't care, that is your dissociation. Pero deep inside, kabadong-kabado ka, yes or no? Yes. But you are acting like you don't care with whatever the result of the board examination. You are going to separate your emotions from the event, that is your dissociation. Okay? Sige. Next, another one. We have your reaction formation and undoing. Okay? We have your reaction formation and undoing. Ano naman po yung pagkakaiba ng reaction formation and undoing natin, nurses? Okay. Reaction formation, nurses, is doing or acting opposite the way you feel. Again, reaction formation, that is acting opposite of the way how you truly feels. For example, galit na galit ka sa teacher mo nung high school ka. Galit na galit ka sa teacher mo nung high school ka, and then pero nung Teacher's Day, binigyan mo siya ng roses. Yes or no? Yes, galit ka, pero binigyan mo ng roses, that is your reaction formation. Another example. For example, niloloko ka ng boyfriend mo. Pero pag nakikita mo yung boyfriend mo nagpupunta sa bahay nyo, pinagluluto mo pa rin siya ng lunch at dinner. That is reaction formation. Acting the opposite of how you feel. Ano naman yung undoing, nurses? Ano naman po yung undoing? Undoing, that is doing something to relieve one's guilt. For example, boys, niloko mo yung girlfriend mo. Okay, nakipag-date ka sa ibang babae. Kinabukasan, nakita mo yung totoong girlfriend mo, binigyan mo ng roses. Okay, binigyan mo ng chocolates. Bingo, that is undoing. Okay, to relieve your guilt. Okay. Rationalization and tactualization. Okay, so undoing. Girls, na nakikinig ngayon, undoing. Beware ha, for example, yung boyfriend mo, hindi siya sweet dati. Okay, yung boyfriend mo hindi sweet, hindi ka binibigyan ng roses, hindi ka binibigyan ng chocolates. Biglang kinabukasan, binigyan ka ng roses at binigyan ka ng chocolates. alam mo na, may ginawa yung kalokohan nung isang araw. Bakit? Ginagamit lang niya ang undoing to relieve his guilt. Tama or mali? Boys, alam niyo yan. Okay, now, rationalization and intellectualization. Ano yung mga comments ninyo? Marupok. Okay. May kasalanan. Uy, haha. Sige. Girls, huwag marupok, ha? Pag naging sweet yung jowa mo na hindi sweet dati, may ginawa yan. Okay, undo. Okay. Sige. Nurses, punta naman tayo sa rationalization and intellectualization. Ano ang pagkakaiba ng rationalization and intellectualization? Okay. Both rationalization and intellectualization, nurses, these are making excuses. Again, both rationalization and intellectualization, both are making excuses. Ano lang ba yung nagkaiba? Rationalization without reference. Okay? Pag rationalization, making excuses without reference. Pag intellectualization, with reference. Again, pag intellectualization naman, with reference. Okay, example. Example for rationalization. Okay, for example, you are having your class. Sinita ka ng teacher mo. Miss, bakit hindi ka nagsusulat? Bakit hindi ka nagta-take notes? Anong sagot mo sa teacher mo? Ma'am, kasi wala naman akong ballpen. Okay? For example, mag-New Year. Okay. Lahat gumagawa ng New Year's resolution. Okay. Ikaw walang New Year's resolution kasi wala ka namang papel. Sabi mo, that is rationalization. Making excuses without reference. Ano naman yung intellectualization? Making excuse with reference. Excuse me, ha? Okay. Nurses, okay ba yung connection? Okay. Naghang yata? Okay. Sige. Intellectualization naman, nurses, is making excuses with reference. For example, hiniwalayan ka ng boyfriend mo. Okay. For example, hiniwalayan ka ng boyfriend mo. Kinausap ulit ng mga kaibigan mo. Bakit kayo naghiwalay ni baby boy? Anong isasagot mo? Naghiwalay kami, okay lang. Bakit? Kasi according to Feng Shui, hindi naman compatible ang Capricorn tsaka Rabbit. Joke lang, walang Rabbit sa Feng Shui. Hindi naman compatible ang Rabbit. Hindi compatible ang Taurus sa Capricorn. Meron ka bang references, nurses? Yes or no? Yes, that is intellectualization. Okay po tayo? Alright, sige. Ego defense mechanisms. Okay, we also have your regression, nurses. Regression. What is regression naman, nurses? That is going back to earlier stages of development. Again, there is going back to earlier stages of development. Okay, Rayazan Mina, total usapang hiwalayan naman. Sino ang single dito? Hala. Online lecture po to, ha. Hindi po Tinder. Okay, hindi po to dating site. Okay. Ayan, sige. Dami niyong hugot. Ayan. Dami niyong hugot. Kumusta pala kayo ng mga jowa ninyo? Ayan. Ayan. So, ngayong quarantine, it's either may mawalan ng jowa or may magkabalikan. Yes or no? Yes. Umamin kayo. Sige. Usapang tao muna tayo. Kwentuhan muna tayo. Ngayong quarantine, karamihan sa inyo, aminin nyo, tinext nyo, or tinawagan nyo dahil nabobore kayo, binalikan nyo lahat ng ex nyo. Tama? Naalala nyo lahat ng ex nyo? At dahil bored na bored kayo, lahat ng ex ninyo ay tinext ninyo. Tama? Pwede bang may magkabalikan? Pwede. Pwede rin bang may magkahiwalayan? Yes. Okay, sige. So alam na ang mangyayari ngayon, ha? Okay, dahil sa quarantine. Okay. Balik tayo. Okay. Icebreaker lang. Seryosong usap. Okay, sige. Ego defense mechanism. Regression. What is, may nagtama. O, diba? Tama ako. Sabi ko sa inyo eh. Ay, walang Xer. NBSB. Yung malapit na pero di pa rin magkita. Okay, ang dami niyong hugot. Ayan, sige. Mga hugot girls, mga hugot boys. Sige. Alright. Okay, sige. Buti po sir, hindi nagagalit pag dinidistract ka. Hindi, okay lang, okay lang. Sige. Okay, let's make the discussion light, okay? Ayan, sige. Huwag masyado tayong seryoso, ha? Okay, sige. But nurses, so far, are you learning? Again, nurses, are you learning? I hope you are learning. Okay, sige. Ayan. So, we are just making the discussion short. Okay, we are just making the environment light. Okay, I know bored na ang lahat sa inyo. Yung iba nagkakaroon na ng depression. Yung iba, bagot na, bugdot na, bugnot na. Okay? Sige, walang makausap na maayos. Ayan. Ano yung mga taga-Manila na naiwan dito, hindi na kami ng province. Sige, go. Ayan, tayo makalabas lahat. Ako din, bugnot na. Ayan. Ngayon nga lang kami nakausap ulit. Sige. Okay, sige. So, okay. Balik tayo sa lecture, nurses. Ayan. Team Manila represent. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes na yes. Learning. Yes po. Okay. Now we go to your regression, nurses. What is regression naman, nurses? That is going back to earlier stages of development. Okay, nagtatamsak ka, umiiyak ka parang bata, going back to early stages of development. Okay, we also have your substitution, compensation, and sublimation. Okay. Ito yung medyo tricky sa board. Substitution, compensation, and your sublimation. Okay, nurses, for this one, I will give you a keyword, okay? I will just be giving you a keyword for your substitution, compensation, and your sublimation. Okay. Okay, for your substitution, nurses, I'll give you a keyword, substitution, that is from big to small. Again, substitution, keyword, big to small. Pag compensation naman, nurses, that is small to big. Pero pag sublimation naman, that is good to bad. Okay? Ayan, sige. Medyo nakakalito itong tatlong to. Substitution, keyword, big to small. Compensation, keyword, small to big. Sublimation, good to bad. Okay, let's cite some examples, nurses. Big to small, substitution. For example, as a child, okay, you dreamt of becoming a doctor, yes or no? Yes. However, you are financially incapable of studying to be a doctor. Okay. Hindi mo ba na-achieve mo yung goal mo na maging doktor? Yes or no? Yes. However, gusto bang makatulong sa mga patients na may sakit? Yes or no? Yes. Anong ginawa mo? Paglaki mo, hindi ka man naging doktor, nagtrabaho ka sa hospital. Okay? Pwede po ang trabaho mo dun is guard, pwedeng admin assistant, pwedeng analysis assistive personnel, or pwedeng nag-nurse ka na lang instead of being a doctor. Okay? From big to small. From something that is difficult to achieve, you substituted with something that is easier to achieve. That is your ego defense mechanism, substitution. Okay. Ano naman yung compensation? Ano yung keyword natin, nurses? Small to big. And then, keyword is small to big. For example, small. Anong pangarap mo? For example. Okay. Ang pangarap mo lang is graduate ka ng college. Yes or no? Yes. Nag-take ka ng tourism, gusto mo maging flight attendant. Okay? However, hindi natupad yung pangarap mo. Bakit? Pwedeng nabuntis ka or pwedeng nagkaroon ng financial problem, hindi natapos yung pag-aaral mo. So, anong ginawa mo ngayon? Nag-compensate ka. Yes or no? Yes. Anong ginawa mo? Sumali ka sa beauty pageant. Sumali ka ng Binibining Pilipinas, sumali ka pa ng Miss Universe. Nanalo ka na Miss Universe. Hindi ka man naging flight attendant, pero naging beauty queen ka. Yes or no? Yes. From small to big. Okay po tayo? Ano naman yung sublimation, nurses? From good to bad. From unacceptable to acceptable. From unacceptable to acceptable. For example, nung bata ka, dahil sa kakapanood mo or sa kakakalaro mo ng ML, okay? Laro ka ng laro ng ML, okay? Ano ngayon ang naging dream nung bata dahil sa kakalaro niya ng ML? Gusto niya maging killer. Okay. Gusto niya maging mass murderer. Gusto niya maging pinakamagaling na serial killer sa buong mundo. However, it is... Okay, sorry. This is bad to good. Sorry, nurses, this is bad to good. But, sabi natin kanina, masama ba maging serial killer? Yes or no? Yes. Therefore, you are going now to transform that energy into something that is positive. From unacceptable behavior to acceptable behavior. Okay. You dreamt of being the number 1 serial killer in the world, however, it is bad. It is unacceptable. So, anong ginawa mo ngayon? Naging director ka. Nung director ka na ng movies, anong mga movies ang dinidirect mo? Movies about murder. Ano pa? Movies about karahasan. Okay, bakit? Yung energy mo or yung want mo to become something but it is unaccepted in the society, ginamit mo sa kabutihan. You directed movies. Okay po tayo? Alright. Sige, i-apply natin yan sa question. Okay? Sige. Going back to the question. Okay. So the question nurses is, Sigmund Freud believed that a person uses ego defense mechanism to cope with emotionally painful thoughts or feelings. Okay. So, sublimation is best specified in which of the following situations? 1. A man continuously wishes his mother were dead. Continuously tells his staff that his mother is wonderful. Number 2, a patient who is depressed tells the nurse that she is not ready to talk about her recent divorce. Number 3, a former perpetrator of incest who fears relapse forms a local chapter of Sex Addict Anonymous. And number 4, a promiscuous wife excuses her husband of having an affair. Wait lang ha, may nagtatanong po. Mabubura po ba itong video? Baka po burahin. I'm not sure po kung buburahin nila. Okay, sige. Balikan natin. Number 1, nurses. Okay, so a man who unconsciously wishes that her mother were dead continuously tells his staff that his mother is wonderful. This is your... Anong tawag sa number 1? That is your reaction formation. Okay? Number 1, that is your reaction formation. Yung lalaki galit sa nanay niya, pero sinasabi niya sa mga staff na wonderful ang kanyang nanay, that is your reaction formation. Acting the opposite of what you truly feel. Number 2, a female patient who is depressed tells the nurse that she is not yet ready to talk about her recent divorce. Ayaw pa niyang pag-usapan. Ayaw pa niyang pag-usapan. Yes or no? Yes. Consciously or unconsciously? Consciously. Sabi niya, tells the nurse she is not yet ready to talk about her recent divorce. That is suppression. Okay, number 2, that is suppression. Number 2, that is suppression. How about number 3, nurses? A former perpetrator of incest who fears relapse forms a local chapter of Sex Addict Anonymous. Again, a former perpetrator of incest who fears relapse forms a chapter of Sex Addict Anonymous. Dati siyang perpetrator ng incest. What is incest? Having sexual contact with your close relatives. Yes or no? Yes. Anong ginawa ngayon? Nag-form siya ng Sex Addict Anonymous. Ano yung Sex Addict Anonymous? It is like your Alcoholic Anonymous, grupo ng mga taong sex addict. Okay? To help them cope up with their condition. Ano naman yung number 4? A promiscuous wife accuses her husband of having an affair. Your correct answer is number 3. Okay?